Hey everyone! Today's video is going to be all about water sounds, mostly about water sounds. I had several of you ask for a water video, so I figured I would go ahead and try to put something together and see what I could come up with. So I'm going to start with washing a bowl of rice, and then I'll do some little manicure brushes in a bowl of water, and I have a few other things that I'm just going to experiment with, and we'll see where this goes. So I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, so here I have my bowl of rice. This is my favorite bowl that I have. There's somebody in my city made it and had it for sale at a store, and I bought it, and I absolutely love it. But so to wash rice, you just have to put a little bit of water in the bowl and swirl the rice around and dump the water out, and do that a couple times. And it cleans any dirt off the rice. And you'll know when it's clean because the water won't be as cloudy after a couple rinses. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of water in here. And then you just kind of and my hands are clean, I promise. You can kind of squeeze the rice, and you can tell the water is already getting kind of cloudy. We're having rice and teriyaki chicken for dinner tonight. I'm gonna try to hold this bowl down a little more because it's not completely flat. It keeps tapping this table. Okay, so gonna pour this cloudy water out. Hopefully without the rice falling out. And then I'll rinse it again. Eventually I want to make a video that shows how to make kimbap, which is what a lot of people call sushi, but kimbap is kind of the Korean version, and it usually doesn't have any raw fish in it. It'll have like crab and cucumber and eggs and stuff like that instead. This is actually the last of our rice. I have to go buy some more tonight. I actually just got home from classes a little while ago. I always love the poetry classes I'm in. Well, I guess technically they're both creative writing courses. One is poetry, one is more about short stories. This morning I had short stories class. We read Mask of the Red Death. And a couple others, but that was my favorite one from today. By Edgar Allan Poe. See how cloudy that water is. All the dirt that came off the rice. You can tell if you don't wash it too, because your rice will be a little more gooey, I guess. I don't know if I mentioned in any of my other videos, but I'm not a horror movie type of person. They actually really disturb me, but it was kind of funny reading Mask of the Red Death for class today and the other two stories because they were all kind of haunting and creepy. If someone were to tell me there was a horror movie with a really good plot that I should watch, I would probably ask them if there was a book, because I'd be okay reading the book, but I don't do so well watching that kind of stuff. Okay. I think one last rinse and it should be good. Yeah, you can really see there's not nearly as much cloudiness to the water. It's much clearer. That's what I was afraid of. Alright. So now I'm going to go put this rice on the stove and then I'll come back to do some more fun water stuff. So that rice is cooking now and I'm just gonna wipe up this water that I spilled. This is just a little manicure brush. honestly don't know the last time I used this brush. I'm sure you can tell by now I don't really do my nails that much. Sometimes I think my hands look weird with color on them, so I just don't really do it that much. I do sometimes. I think it's fun, but I definitely only own maybe 3 different nail colors. I think I have silver, pink, and teal. When I was little, I used to sit outside on the patio and I would play in the water and run the hose over the patio, and we always had sidewalk chalk. And for some reason, I loved taking a piece of sidewalk chalk and scribbling into the puddles of water on the ground, because it made this paste with all that wet sidewalk chalk, and I would just play in it for hours and hours. I remember that very vividly. I have a picture of it somewhere. I'll have to show you guys sometime. Maybe I can find it and show it at the end of this video. I think I know where it is. aunt and I used to do this challenge where you sprinkle salt into your hand and you hold a piece of ice and see who can last the longest. We also did the Kool-Aid challenge, where you have to down a whole packet of Kool-Aid with no water and no sugar. I'm proud to say that I won. I was the only one that didn't either spit it out immediately or throw up. I think those little challenges are kind of fun to do sometimes. Okay, so for the last part of this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I hope it's not too weird, but I just think it's kind of cool. So I'm going to have this glass. Let me focus you in a little bit. And I put tape on the back so you can see inside the glass a little bit better. So I'm just gonna fill that with water. I have these bottles of India ink. And this ink is, well, I first saw it when my brother, he got into tattooing. And he did a couple of his own tattoos. And he basically would just take a bottle of this ink and dip a needle in it and do his tattoos like that. People say it's prison style, I guess. But he actually gave me a tattoo like that too. So I'm just gonna drip some of this ink into the glass. This one is green, and I also have blue or aqua, one is violet. Okay, so we'll start with the green. I've always thought this sort of thing looks really, really cool. I've been thinking about getting another tattoo. And I know exactly what I want. And I wanted it for a long time. The one that my brother gave me is just a little outline of a heart on the back of my neck. And the new one that I want is a secret. But once I get it, I can show you. John, my brother, has several tattoos now. And the one he most recently had work on is this launch octopus tattoo that he has. It's one of the bad guys from Mega Man X. And he didn't do that one himself, but a friend did, and it looks really cool. It's probably one of my favorite tattoos I've ever seen. I think that my favorite tattoo that my brother has done would be one that's on his, I guess on his thigh. It's on his leg, like the front of his thigh. And he has the ship from Star Fox flying towards the double laser. And it's really awesome. And it's a pretty big tattoo for just using a needle and not having the gun. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. Next I'll use violet. The tattoo that I want to get next is from a movie. It's probably my favorite movie, or at least one of them. And I've looked online trying to see if anybody else got the tattoo. Not that if someone else has it that I wouldn't get it, but I was just curious to see what it looked like. And I couldn't find anybody else with it. I couldn't even find a picture of it, hardly. So I'm kind of excited about that. I think it'll be one that not many people will know about or have. Because I mean, the other one I have is a heart. What girl with tattoos doesn't have a heart tattoo? Some of you may know that this is a glass that palm juice came in. You can see it says palm here. They actually don't use these glasses anymore as far as I know. Every time I've seen them, they're in these weird gourd-shaped plastic bottles. And I don't like them nearly as much. we still have about 3 or 4 of these glasses. And we're also careful with them because we don't want to break them because we can't get any more. So this is the Aqua. Kind of makes me think of jellyfish.